Hey there, and thank you so much for joining me today. And welcome to episode 7 of the Monday Morning Manager. I'm your host, Terry Hollenbach, and we're continuing our discussion on performance discussions and performance evaluations with employees, which has been our topic for the last several weeks. Please, if you get the opportunity, like and subscribe below so that you do not miss out on new episodes as they become available. We want to make sure that you get all of the amazing content that is available here at the Monday Morning Manager. Now, for those of you who've been following along and are familiar with the show and the way that we share the information, I'm continuing my journey along the lines of pop culture. And today we're going to be talking about a legendary band from the late 80s and early 90s. You know who I'm talking about. It's Guns N' Roses. We got to enjoy their music for quite a while, and then they broke up, and then they've done a reunion tour that started around 2016. And as far as I know, that's still continuing. I checked it out in 2016, haven't actually been back. So the tune that you heard at the beginning of the show here was Patience. You may have recognized the haunting melody of that particular item. And while that's a key for all aspects of management, our focus today is going to be on 4 completely different songs that really are more tied to the performance discussion topic that I'm going to be talking to you about today. And that is making sure that you discover your employees' plans to continue their development and growth through the coming year. It's not just a focus on what they did in the last year. You want to make sure that you give your employees opportunities to talk about what their plans are, what their short and long-term goals are, and how you can work with them to help them reach those goals, whether it's giving them additional assignments, getting them some additional training and development courses under their belt, or just finding someone who might be able to assist, work with them, and mentor them. The first song of Guns N' Roses that I'm going to be talking about in relation to these particular topics is Welcome to the Jungle. And we're going to be talking about the lyrics from the song in regards to this. We can get you anything you want, and we know the name. We're the people that may find whatever you may need. We're not going to talk about the rest of it because that is definitely not tied to the world of performance discussions and performance management. But that particular part is. We're going to go through and we're going to take the time to figure out exactly what it is you need, and we're going to try to help you get it. That's the theme of the song to some extent. And that is definitely the theme that you want to feel encouraged to follow as you sit down and you work with your employee on this performance discussion to make sure that they can be successful in the future. The second song that we're going to be talking about from Guns N' Roses is November Rain. November Rain has a sorrowful, sad-sounding melody. The tune that runs in the background definitely makes you stop and think about the past. And one of the things that you have to go through and deal with your employees is just make sure that if they've had a particularly stressful time, if they are beset by some setbacks in their personal development or in meeting their goals, you just need to sit down and make sure to let them know, as the song says, that a lot can change. Nothing lasts forever, even cold November rain. And these setbacks that they're running into are going to be temporary as long as they're willing to commit themselves and continue to work and develop and move forward. The third item is kind of a similar theme. Don't cry. The song Don't Cry just goes through and wants to make sure that you do not paint the picture just because an employee may have had a down year or may have even had some items that they need to work on and develop as they move into the current year, that's not a long-term vision of who they are as an employee. You know that people make mistakes, and you want them to move past that, and that's what you're here to encourage them to do. And the final one that I'm going to talk about, Paradise City. Of course, as a great manager, you're going to go through and you're going to make sure that you give your employees everything that they need on the job to make sure that they feel like it's the most positive and supportive environment possible, and that they're going to be successful as long as they're willing to put the energy and effort in. That's my message for today. I hope that you found it helpful, and hopefully you've got those tunes running through your head. and been able to take you for a short stroll down memory lane. My next episode is actually going to be one of the chapters that did not make it into the book. I don't want to really give out any huge hints or anything at this time, but if you happen to follow the yellow brick road, I'm sure it will get you there. Again, this is one of the chapters that didn't make it into the book, and just going to give a brief episode on that this coming week. Hope you'll check it out. In the meantime, again, please like and subscribe below, and hope that you'll join me in the future for other episodes of the Monday Morning Manager. Thank you for your time.